the Democrats. I say this for everybody. I don't just say this for one side. My sister and I have shared that we're not any political party.
You're not Republican
we're
or
independent,
Democrat.
like Sarah is on The View. So we look at, and Sarah made a good point about the primaries and how primaries are set up. Certain states, I think, allow you to be independent to go in and still vote in the primary.
Oh, okay.
You don't have
I
to
wish
vote
ours
party.
did.
She said if that changes
Yeah.
all over,
Oh, my
it
goodness.
makes it more easy.
Yeah.
And think about it. Some people are like us. They're not one side.
How do you get that on the thing, though? Is that something you got to add?
I don't know.
Because the
That's a
politician's
good-
not going to do it.
That's a very good, and then you did that over the gerrymandering and all of that.
Yeah.
That's all of that is in the mix,
Okay.
which tries to keep people like Marjorie Taylor Greene in her place,
Right.
Unless somebody runs against her,
Right.
It's just a lot of things need to be done to make voting easy, make people not go to one party and only one party,
Right.
Because if you look down in the party, let's just say for sake of argument, you are Democratic, but there's some people on the Republican on certain things that you would like to vote for them.
Right.
Like maybe the sheriff of that city or something, or a lawyer, or what's the lawyer over the state?
Yeah, the
Attorney General. But you may be Democratic in all the other areas.
Right.
So I like when they open the doors for when you do primary, you're not party driven.
Right.
But of course, Miss Cheney, she makes a comment about the idiots that we're always electing. So let's just play what she says.
So she used the word idiot. I say
she
moron.
says idiot. You say moron.
Monday, Liz Cheney was asked if she'd run for president if polls showed it would hurt you know who. This is what she said. Clip, please.
What we've done in our politics is create a situation where we're electing idiots. And
moron.
And so I don't look at it through the lens of like, is this what I should do or what I shouldn't do? I look at it through the lens of how do we elect serious people? And I think electing serious people can't be partisan.
What do you think?
Well, louder for the folks in the back of the room, Liz. I love her. I wish she was running. And by the way, there are a couple of very serious.
What do you think?
Here's the thing. When she says idiots,
morons,
I think a lot of times people are running, they have their own agendas.
Yes.
I don't think they care half the time for the people that they are going to be representing.
They don't.
I think a lot of the people that are still licking what's his name's bottom is afraid of his people that are following
They
him.
scared of the mega
They
people.
don't want to shake the tree.
Or they want cabinet positions, or they want to be vice president.
So you know there's a motive there. They have an agenda.
They know if I'm vice president and he gets elected, he can't run. He can't. Somebody said, can he be president and arrested? And another lawyer said no. Because he can be, but he would have to resign because he wouldn't be able to do the duties of the president.
Thank you.
Which travel and all that because he can't leave the house.
Because he in jail or what is it? Home arrest.
Home arrest. So they said
House
he
arrest.
would have to. This would be the first time he would have to relinquish being president and give it to the vice president. So these people want to be vice president.
Hidden agenda. So idiots. Nobody's standing up like Liz Cheney did, even when he did the whole January 6th thing.
Right.
Romney. People like that who are Republican and saying, no.
Fred Flintstone.
Come on, y'all. We ain't that stupid.
Yeah.
This man is doing some craziness and we need to put a check mark on it. So it's on both sides. Democrats been letting things go.
The Democrats don't want to put anybody else, and knowing that Biden is not their strongest person.
Right.
But they don't want to put anybody else.
Right. So I don't know. On both sides, we got to deal with the idiots. Kim says morons. But
So in other words, she's not going to run.
No.
Because she know that the people voting are morons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
pretty
don't
much.
see true.
They don't care. So why should I throw my ring in the hat?
People who are for real, who being transparent.
They don't care about that.
You know, they not doing sides and they not playing political games.
Yeah.
They're real.
Yeah.
And maybe there are some that's running out of the 20.
But they don't get the media coverage.
I know.
Nobody cares about them.
And they may be really for real.
Yeah, but nobody cares about them.
Okay.
You want the people that make roast in every pot. That same thing. I always do that if I was president. Olive oil on
Popeye.
Popeye. If I were president. If I were president. There'll be a party, there'll be a roast in every pot, and everything she can name of the Get It people.
Yes. And knowing she
if I one were of those. President. So I can say that. You don't want Sunday? Get rid of it. You won't have to go to work on Monday. If I was president. If I was president. You'll never go to work on Monday morning, and every Friday you'll be off. All you gotta do is vote for me. If I was president.
I'm gonna play that.
There'll be no more Ukraine war. That's what Comover said.
Okay.
I'll end it in a day.
Yes.
Don't say more. If I was president, I'll build that wall around this country, and then none of these people, gangbangers and all these old drug dealers will be coming in, and nobody will kill your family. If I were president.
The bottom line is what Liz Cheney said. Idiots.
And she said there'll be no more murder in my family. I'm voting for Kim. She said no, I don't have to go to work on Monday. I'm voting for Kim. Or I get off early on Friday. I'm voting for Kim. She's gonna build a wall around the country and keep all the criminals out.
Or like with Obama was running.
Yeah.
He said he was a Muslim. I ain't voting for him.
Voting for him.
He's a Muslim.
No,
he ain't American.
No. Don't vote for my opponent. Don't vote for my opponent. He has bodies buried in the bottom of his house, and he hates his mother, and he kicks her in her back and pushes her down the stairs. He's not even American.
It's funny because when Joy and them were all talking and giving their input on it, Joy did mention when McCain was running.
Yes.
And he pulled Sarah Palin as his
Thank you.
That messed up his whole.
Thank you.
He pulled that lady at the time people thought was an idiot.
I could see Russia from my house.
Oh my gosh. That's
and
what
McCain was like,
dang, why did I pick her? So, Liz Cheney's like, I'm not getting in that bullpen with all them knuckleheads.
And McCain was actually intelligent, which hurt him.
Yes.
That old lady was at the town hall. You know what? Obama is a Muslim, born and raised.
He said, no. No.
Born in Afghanistan. And his mama brought him over here on a boat.
He said, no. Let me clear that up. No, he's not.
No,
ma'am.
You sure?
He is he's born.
Well, he looks Muslim, all tall and thin.
No.
He looked like he had one of them wraps on his head.
No.
And he just took it off so he could run for president.
His name Barack.
His name, excuse me, McCain. His name is Barack. All right. And he married an old African woman that lives on the south side of Chicago.
See?
Now, the Nation of Islam owns Chicago. And so he was in there with the Fruit of the Loom people.
That old lady, he had to set her straight. But he messed up by bringing Sarah Palin.
Thank you.
What some people may call
a nut job.
Yeah, so. But yeah, Liz Cheney had a point when she said
a bunch of morons.
I'm surprised she said the word idiot.
Well, morons! They are. What other words is it?
Oh my gosh.
You can't be nice. You can't say, what are they, Lenore?
I don't know.
You can't say people they have no common sense.
I don't even
whatsoever.
know. There's other words.
These are people who think Jews have horns. That's why they wear their little beanies on their heads. When you take it off, they got horns.
Just crazy.
They the ones that crucified the Lord.
And they were
even though Jesus
I know
was part of the lineage.
Thank you. They were talking about what's his name? Cruz.
Yeah.
Having a degree, Yale degree. They went to Harvard. And one of them had to say, going to these schools and having college degrees and being called doctor
means
nothing. People don't have some.
We know some of the dumbest people who got degrees.
They got the DR.
Doctor degrees.
Yeah.
Doctorate.
Yeah.
Masters. Idiots. Common sense.
Yes.
They know certain things, but
practical wisdom.
Well, we talked about billionaires. We talked about all these billionaires that's killing them, dying and
making
stuff.
a toy to go down how many feet of water?
I'll tell you one thing I got right here. I got me an Xbox thing here. And we're gonna, if we get in any trouble, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this button right here.
That's the segment.
And I'm gonna move away from that thing that's coming after us. All you need to do is give me $250,000. And I'm gonna take you on down in this toy submarine that has an Xbox control.
Right.
Now these things right here that you hold on to, I got that at Home Depot. I got that at Home Depot. Now we run into any turbulence, hold on to that. That came from Home Depot. So you know it's not going to break off.
Okay. You can go to that story next.
Billionaires.
Oh,
the one that morons?
Yes.
All right. Speaking of morons.
No, the one about the debris.
Oh, yeah. Where's that
talking about it now.
See, I can't. You threw me off.
There you go.
Okay. I'm going to get back to that other guy.
Okay, yeah.
This is the debris that they found.
Wow.
They starting to bring it up from Canada. So we starting to see pieces of the ship,
that little ship,
come up.
That little submarine.
I'm trying to find it. Pieces of the ship. You threw me off.
I'm sorry, because that was a good segue. I'm thinking you can go right to it. Because we talked about billionaires. And
I'm not going to talk about this no more anyway.
They're not even smart.
You're right.